Oh yeah, BoJack went to Rehab.
And I said no. Just one no.
I'm not repeating myself. No.
I just don't want to go. Oh, but that's kind of... Oh, maybe we should cut that out.
Oh, why?
Because she, like, died.
So did, like...
She should have went.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
That's so sad now to think about it. You know what? No, because, like, I still respect that.
Yeah, but I just feel so sad. She's so sad. Like, that's one of those deaths... Yeah. You know, it just...
Well, a lot of them, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, I was just thinking about him, too.
Right.
Yeah.
And Heath.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
His, I think, obviously was a bit more...
Yeah.
Having, like, a mental...
Yeah, I feel like all of theirs were, and then, you know, it's like, let's put some nice drugs in the body, and then... What happens is what happens.
Well, guys, drugs are great in some aspects and depending on the drug, but like, just take care of yourself.
Yeah. I know. Okay.
I know, right?
Let's get into a horse walks into a rehab.
Is that a joke? Are we doing...
Yeah, now it's a joke.
Horse walks into a
Well, this is going to be interesting because in the thumbnail, it was BoJack on some hay. First of all, like laying down, I was like, he was having a therapy session.
Oh, on hay?
Yeah. So, but I'm curious if he's going to still victimize himself throughout throughout his process, or if he's going to be like, take accountability. Like, okay. Because he took the first step.
He did. I don't know how he's going to do with opening up to a complete stranger, because the people who he's kind of admitted his faults to are like very close people who know him really
And it was
well.
like accidental, because he was never going to probably talk about what he did in New Mexico.
Yeah.
It would just, you know, so Diane heard that because of the
actually,
recording.
never mind. He has talked to random people, because the recording wasn't... Who was he talking to? Was it the...
was
it the spider?
No, the manatee.
The manatee.
The manatee who's missing still. We don't know where she is.
No, she literally, if you see a meal with seafood in it, that'd be her.
I wonder if that will ever come back. Like,
I hope.
What?
I mean, like, because she was... Oh, no. Yeah. She wasn't, like, very important. She did... No, I'm confusing her with the spider. Because I know she was a journalist. But, like, if she went missing, you'd think someone would eventually be like, this person's missing. So we might see on the news somewhere, like...
Or I wonder if it's always been in the background.
I mean, I haven't...
The little milk carton with her face.
Oh, my God.
We didn't see it. It was so small. I don't know.
I guess we should start looking.
I know.
I'm interested to see what rehab is like, because the only type of rehab I know with the LA or like California scene is like what I saw on Keeping Up with the Kardashians with like Scott. That's my only real thoughts of.
Me too. It's Dr. Drew. Yeah. Like they used to, I forget what the show was called, but it was like Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah, Celebrity Rehab. Oh man.
I was like, damn, I need to watch. I loved that show.
Right. So if it's gonna be something like that or something like Todd, but you remember what's his? Breaking Bad. What is Todd's character? Jesse. When he went to rehab and that like mystic
Todd.
I know. It's the same man.
I know.
It's the same man. I'm sure in Breaking Bad he actually wore Todd's outfit at some point. He probably did. If you really think about it, folks.
Oh my God. I hated him so much in the first season. I hated Jesse so much.
You already knew.
Anyways.
but you liked him, and then I finally warmed up to him. But
it took you a lot longer for sure. But anyways, we're here.
Sorry.
We're gonna jump in.
This is what happened.
We're gonna jump into this, and we are ahead on our Patreon.
We have double drops going on Patreon as well as YouTube. But if you want to be ahead, make sure that you check out Patreon.
Yes, we have full-timer reactions there as well, and then other shows and movie reactions coming.
And don't forget to leave a comment, and subscribe.
Absolutely.
You know, we've been doing this for so long, you think we would have that down. All right, here we go. 5, where are my headphones? 2, 3, what? I was distracted. I'm fine. Let's go. Come on. Fine. Come on, Mitch. Get your finger on the mouse.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. We're starting it.
Oh, dear God. Great. This is... Ooh, the Misty. Oh, at her house.
Oh, at the observatory.
Oh, is that? Yeah. Ooh.
Oh no.
And I found her passed out. I called 911 right away, but it was too late.
So he lied about that because he was with.
I'm so sorry.
What?
I did everything I could.
It's my fault.
No. He's delusional. This is not real.
I gotta make some changes in my life.
He gets lucky.
Yeah.
You know, in a way, like lucky where he's not in trouble with the law, but it's like he keeps fucking up. And well, there you go. So he.
Oh wow.
Great.
I see you have a 6-week package, so $100,000.
6 weeks.
Does every room come with a free bag full of $90,000?
Good price on clean living.
And yet somehow you found a way.
Really, 100,000.
Hey, groundhog. I said
groundhog.
Why don't you go see your own shadow so I can get 6 more weeks of leave me the hell alone?
I'm so sorry, sir.
Thank you. Now, if you'll kindly direct me to my room, I would like to begin the process of healing so I can finally stop hurting the people around me, dipshit.
Sleep therapy. Oh, man.
I like that. Yes. Really? Buddy. That'd be fun.
No, he's just nauseous. Okay, that was a
Gotcha. And he's a horse therapist. That's nice. At least they can relate some way. He just seems
This
more
doesn't seem like
depressed.
real therapy. Yeah. Everyone's just. I mean, it's Hollywood. Hollywood. Oh, Sarah Lynn.
Oh, that's depressing.
God. So he didn't tell them like what he was involved in Sarah Lynn's death.
Yeah.
I mean, and he got off. It's pretty crazy.
Look at you.
Well, there you
Is this
go.
real though, or is this like all in his head?
Maybe you could tell us when was the first time you drank.
When wasn't the first time I drank? Am I right?
BoJack, you can't joke your way through this. Everyone else is
We've seen those guys from that party.
Doug over here, who keeps dressing in a suit and tie even though he's never getting his finance job back.
Oh, savage!
And Joan Triplehorn. We all
Maybe
know
we've
you're
seen
Gene
most of these
Triplehorn,
people.
I'm sure.
And that guy with the fake mustache is obviously actor Jay Hernandez, who's just here to do research for a role.
No, I'm Manuel Hernandez. Like I say, my name is Mario.
Mario.
Either you're a lost cause, or this is just an industry that profits off of repeat customers. So
It does.
Well-
they don't have your best interests at heart. How's that for honest?
Damn.
Mamma mia.
Stupid.
You could sneak out the upstairs window after midnight bed check by tying your sheets into a rope and nobody would notice you're gone till wake up.
BoJack.
Is that what you really want?
Ugh.
BoJack. I can't with him.
I know.
But this is ridiculous.
Why would Sabrina run away like that?
Because I had to break it to her that you weren't going to be her new mommy, international supermodel Cindy Crawfish.
Oh, man.
Hey, what's in this orange juice?
Just a little extra punch.
Oh, no, I don't.
Trust me, it'll loosen you up.
Oh. So he wasn't drinking before that, maybe?
Well, I don't know if it's that or if
just for
he's like
work?
putting these thoughts in his own head, like someone else made me do this.
Hey, Sharona, how about some more of that OJ?
I don't.
Yeah. Because like I don't.
She really. Yeah, of
She
course.
Bye.
That I'm the one who'll have to lie to everyone about what happened.
Well, I'm going. You can come with me if you want.
God damn it.
Really?
Oh my god.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, I would invite him to my party.
Stupid.
Okay.
Dathan! Where are you? It's me!
Gosh.
Jameson.
Is this a normal party?
I know, in LA or something, in Hollywood. Don't. Oh. Yeah.
The universe is calling you, BoJack.
Hey, who's in there? Is someone having sex in there? I think there are people having sex in there. Hey, it was just.
Oh, it's what's his face?
It's in. I can't even remember.
He's Oh, what does he do?
Oh, the gynecologist?
Yes. Oh. It sounded like his voice.
Hey, you want a beer, Horseman?
Oh, no thank you. I mean, drinking's cool. It's just that we're underage and, you know, the law.
Oh, so he was like a goody two-shoes before.
You know what? I'll have one beer.
Oh.
Okay, so here we go. Here we go.
Speaking of losers, there's Josh. Look, he's wearing Kmart shoes because his family's poor.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Katie's not laughing because she always thinks she's better than everyone. Hey, remember last year when one of Katie's boobs grew bigger than the other? Look at me, I'm Katie.
Oh, BoJack. I guess you gotta get the attention somewhere.
Jameson, it's not my fault you're a mess. I mean, how many times have you been to rehab?
Yeah, Jameson.
Oh, man. I know. What? BoJack.
Look, it's okay.
All the scooters.
And your friend sucks.
That's great.
No, they're right.
Oh, it's the girls from. Oh my god.
God damn it! I might as well drink.
This is like a teacher.
You don't need a drink. You need to go back to bed and get some sleep.
You're right.
Yeah, that does look like an adult, like an adult.
Diane.
Diane. Please don't get pulled into this, Diane.
All I know for sure is that he's the father of a girl named Jameson who's super annoying.
I'm going to assume you have a good reason to locate a girl in the middle of the night, but I can't help.
Oh! Cat fight.
What? Call him yourself.
I don't know his number.
Well, good for you, Diane.
Number because I've always thought it was such a dumb number with all those fours. 4, 4, 6, 4.
This phone number has a normal amount of fours.
You're the world's best hacker, right?
Yeah, but not the kind of hacker you're thinking of. Funny story.
Okay, I gotta go.
I'm at Coachella. Put my
She's in a motel. Is she with Mr. Peanut Butter?
I hope not.
Well,
no, maybe she just had to leave her place.
I don't remember my question, but I'm gonna guess no.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting another call.
Is it
oh my gosh.
Spare the tub, spoil the child.
Did you get the
Yeah.
black market?
Oh, her baby.
Getting another call.
Silly.
Hey, superstar.
Oh, are they all on hold? Oh.
Wait, you're telling me your dumb drone down to tower and drown downtown Julie Brown dumb.
They always make her do these.
Where's the nearest Jameson?
Damn, this is her house?
Is that the car from Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Wow.
Yeah, it sounded like her dad was pretty rich.
Mom said since you didn't come home, I should bring you your dinner. And she said to tell you she hopes you like cold burned pot roast that was spit on.
Maybe let's not go.
There
Okay.
it is.
Oh.
Coax it out of my sheath.
Oh.
What are we doing here? Coaxing what out of what sheet? What?
What are you doing, Dad?
He's just so
fun to have you at the
horrible.
office, BoJack. You're really turning into a man. I am? I think you're old enough now.
There, here we go.
So we're
Here it
learning.
is.
Oh,
Sweet. Here's to our first drink as father and son.
wow. Is it gonna go even younger? Do you think?
I don't know. I mean, clearly we're getting somewhere.
Screw your dad. Why do you have to be responsible for all the ways he screwed you up?
Yeah. It's not my fault. I was born.
Oh, that's so funny from Indiana Jones. That's stupid.
Oh,
it's fine. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know what to do with Jameson. I've tried everything. I thought she would change after she had her baby, but...
Her baby.
Change is hard. She told me she just wanted to come here to see her baby.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh.
That's so sad. Oh my gosh. This show literally like takes a whole bunch of...
And a picture?
Sure.
Cheese.
What?
I don't know what that is. Oh, this is beautiful music. This is really like hard. Oh, did he bring it in? Please throw it out.
That's so interesting. That's how you use it.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I'll just keep it there.
This
is the first time.
Is it on his birthday? You're right, girl. Oh my god.
He's been drinking since he was a child.
That's all he sees them do.
Oh, damn it. I don't want to cry, so I'm not. I'm not. I just refuse right now.
Let me just compose myself. It's really sucky. Some of the things people have to go through. It's just crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and it just it makes you realize really how broken BoJack really is every time you see a little bit more of his past or his story.
Yeah.
It makes more sense why he would be who he is now. But, man.
It's also hard because it's like he's giving himself his own, the advice he needs. The things that he was like telling Jameson. It's just like, this is exactly what you need to hear. You're saying it to others, but you need to hear it. And like just, taking accountability. Yeah, you have crappy parents, but like you're the one making these choices now. And
yeah, I think, he realized it. Like, I think he finally was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Or else he would have been like, I'm good. Everyone else is the one who has the problem. But he was like, yeah, sign me up. 6 more weeks. It's just starting off with the Sarah Lynn thing. It's when I said that he was lucky, it's just, he really.
No, I know what you meant.
I guess so it's hard because I think a lot of people really dislike BoJack, and I saw like some comments on our Patreon recently where I quite understand the feeling behind, like the passion to hate him.
Yes.
And it was just really kind of really passionate between two patrons. And I saw both sides of what they were saying, and one is more of like, they're just basically it's hard to see him as a victim because of all the hurt he causes, and I'm not excusing. Yeah. So we have to, I guess, I think what's hard is he does need to take accountability, which he is.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll honestly see.
We'll see, but he's doing something. He is. But it doesn't change the fact that he is still a victim.
No, he is.
So he does need, it's such a weird place to be, I guess, because he now realizes his actions hurt others. They do cause, he causes destruction pretty much everywhere he goes, it seems like. Yeah. And I think for a long time he didn't see it as himself. And it's really tough to see. It's hard to look and see that it's you who is doing it, because you're also hurt by extreme abuse that he obviously suffered as just a child. I mean, he was born into it. He was born into it. It's just, so it's like hard for me to, I'll never hate BoJack.
I won't hate him either.
Like, it's just so hard to hate him, especially when he does try. He's finally trying. If he kept on being that asshole person who was just like, no, it's your fault, Diane. It's this dude, and blah, 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 blah. Like, at that point, it's like, you do need to just cut ties with him, even as a character. But this is very human. Like, a lot of people go through very similar things. Yeah. And
not to call out this one patron, but I don't think it's fair for them to say that. I mean, we obviously, yes, the output, what he's doing right now, or what he has been doing, it's bad. Yeah. There's no doubt about that, and I think Amon and I have been very consistent on saying it's accountability. We see him and we recognize his own pain that led him down this path, which it's not okay, and he needs a freaking hug. But right now, as an adult, it's that accountability thing. And that I think that ties into Jameson, honestly, because it's just like, here she is having the most supportive dad. Mm-hmm. Or actually, we don't know him that well, but it seems he's the one who's rooting for her to get better. Yeah. And she's not taking any type of accountability. And she's come from this great place. So for her, it's just like, you're just being an idiot. You're just, I don't know what choices. It's probably just being young, you know, in the world that we live. Society hasn't bred her to be like this. Right. But, you know, but for BoJack, it's just like, you see it here. His story is very sad. Mm-hmm. And when you were introduced to alcohol at such a young age, I'm sure, actually, I don't remember if Beatrice, was she drinking and smoking when she was pregnant with him?
Ooh, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me.
Because that's also a big issue. Me being a cocaine baby. Right. And my brother being, I forgot the actual term, the alcohol syndrome. Yeah. So him and I, we had, for the longest time, we had to steer clear of that stuff. Mm-hmm. Of course, I don't do cocaine. But because it's just like, you can get that much more addicted to it because it's already been in your system and you don't have a choice. It's just what it is. So him growing up the way, what BoJack is, it's not surprising. But now, obviously, it's just coming to terms like, okay, this happened to me. This is what I'm doing. How can I change my course? Mm-hmm. And he just needs to get on that. Mm-hmm. So, you know. Yeah.
And that's where we can only hope.
This is where we are. Yeah, we're hoping.
Yeah. But it's, even the thing about the Jameson thing, too, it's like she's so delusional too for her. Like she's like that baby when that baby was born. Yeah, it's like it's your baby, but she's she's the victim. Yeah, again, that's what happens is most people are victims of some sort of something, and then what happens is each person gets a choice to decide not to be that victim anymore and to get help, and like you have to let go of that, I think, to get true healing. And like that, and it's hard. It is hard to not, because if you have been wronged, it's just so hard to let go of it. And it's not to, I think you should get angry at, again, we don't know. It's so weird what happened. Like, I don't know her circumstances of why she would, drugs are a big thing. So when you're young and you want to have fun, and then you get addicted to drugs and alcohol and whatever else. But, yeah, for her motives in doing a lot of this, it's just like it's not like BoJack. Yeah, no, not at all. The comparison is
apples and oranges. And you know, again, living in that lifestyle can, which is just bad. I mean, it's just what it is. People aren't going to get out of it, but just like when you grow up in that, and that's what you're comfortable and and the expectations are this and that. It's just like, unfortunately, you're just going to be a crap person until. And even if you do reach a rock bottom, you don't see it as a rock bottom. Yeah. You're just like, oh, I just need to get back and party. And it's just like, well, okay. Now you're just, I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah. But what you were saying, though, I wanted to add on to about being able to let go and like forgive. And everyone's probably going to clock me again because I love these ladies with the Kardashians. I'm going to talk about it. I know. That's so funny because they're like such a LA, like superficial, but they're not at the same time. They have a lot of real things about them. But I was watching the reunion and Chloe was talking about the whole, whatever her exes, and then Jordan, the story, that whole issue, and then Chris was talking about the whole, what's her name now, Caitlyn situation, and because there was a lot of pain, Caitlyn like threw her under the bus essentially, and so they were talking. The guy asked them like, so like, do you still have these grudges? Like, what's going on with that? And they're just like, you know, it's something that you really have to let go because it takes more energy. Yeah. To be angry and let it like toxify your life. Right. And if you let it go, then you literally release that off your shoulders and you can just you can breathe again. Right. So it's just like for like BoJack or anyone really, it's just like, you know, allowing yourself to forgive yourself and forgive others. You just like, it helps so much. And so I'm hoping he'll get to a place where he can forgive himself for Sarah Lynn's situation. Obviously it's bad. Yeah. I mean, she died. But
yeah, it's like he's in these weird grayish. It's like because some people would say it was like the Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
was Walt
right?
And now
I mean, at the end there, Walt was just.
Yeah, but like for the Jane situation,
yeah,
because he was doing this to Jesse. He was like Jesse, and then she turns on her back, but Jesse supplied her with
and she already had an addiction as it was. But
then Walt was seeing her choke. And for me, I took that as like he's for me, you know, I was like he could. That was because even in the comments, it was one
way or the other.
Yeah, which is interesting.
So interesting.
We get to have these kind of you know, whatever. But so like he didn't take like a sword. He didn't take a knife and stab Sarah Lynn. Right. Like, but he does in a way. He does have her blood on him.
Yes, he does.
He has like the Charlotte situation. He has that blood on him. He has
the manatee.
He has these.
The manatee's blood is on his
somehow
hands.
It is. He has, you know, he's gotten his hands really dirty, and it's not unheard of. Like this can happen to anybody. Most people aren't necessarily evil.
No one's evil.
Know?
No
like,
one.
There might be people who are, you know, we've got the serial killers. Who,
okay.
Like
well,
that's what I mean. Like that's very rare. Mm-hmm. But most people are not like that, and so it's hard to. I guess I don't know. I have a point. It's long-winded.
I know. Yeah.
It's more of like. No one is completely evil.
Yeah.
And it's easier to cast blame and hate on someone who you think is like just the villain. And then when you start to see like specks of hope and life and light, and you start to see, oh, that kind of reminds me of me a little bit. And like, there's just certain things where you're like, oh, it makes you feel bad because you don't want to have, I think we're trained to just to hate people. Like we have the good guys and the bad guys, and we're like, you have to hate the bad guys and like the good guys, and the good guys are always good and the bad guys are always bad. But that's not real life.
That's not real.
I'm trying to make a point here. Hopefully you're getting it. It's really hard for it to come out.
That is, I mean, I just had this conversation with Jordan, where it's just like, we literally, especially as Christians, I've been having this thought a lot, but it's just like we've been taught to think you're a sinner or you're doing the right thing. Yeah. And it's just like, it's not just that and like, and that's one thing I've been working with my daughter as well. It's just like, when she does something bad, she's like, I'm a bad kid. I'm like, no, you're not a bad kid. Yeah. You are a kid who made a choice. Yeah. And it either had this consequence or, you know, something happened because of it. And like, I've been really trying to instill that. It's just like, there are no bad or good people. Sure, there are people who choose to just keep doing bad stuff. Sure. But again, they could have been a BoJack.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We don't know. We don't know a lot of people's stories.
We lose empathy because we're so angry, which is understandable. If someone like murdered someone in my family, I would obviously be enraged. I would never want to forgive them or anything. But then look at the people who do forgive. Yeah. The people who have murdered their loved ones. Yeah. Those people are like the ones we all need to strive to be. As much as it hurts and we can't change it and we want to stay angry. But what's going to happen with that anger? It's going to fester. Yep. And you're going to become, you know, the bad person you've always... You don't want to be. You don't want to be.
Well, it's a good thing. And what you're telling Harper is interesting because kids do think, because Titus is on the same where when he knew he did something really mean or something, or called me a name or whatever, and then I understand it's a reaction. Yes. He doesn't know how to explain his emotions, how an adult would be able to, kids have tantrums sometimes like that. But he made the comment too, is like, crying and like, I'm really bad. Somehow kids, for some reason, it's hard for them to see both
right, which is
ways.
They're trying to mature.
And so it's like, no, I had the same conversation, and it's heartbreaking. But I think as parents, we do have to have those conversations of like, you're going to make a mistake. Well, actually, I read this. So making a mistake doesn't make you a mistake, right? Like,
wow.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I read that recently.
That's beautiful.
So, like, we're going to make mistakes. As long as you keep striving to be better, like you said, like being that person who forgives, as long as you strive to be better, that's all we can really ask. And
we can't ask others to strive for that.
You have to do it.
It's
for your
focus on you.
Yeah.
Focus on you, because again,
exactly.
You just you're deflecting when you're trying to be like, well, you're not doing. No, focus on you.
Yes.
But
it's so crazy when you start learning about all this, and because like I'm seeing stuff within myself where I was very deflective. We're kind of going long. Sorry, but
here we go.
I was very like, no, it's me. I'm the one who's the victim here. It's me. And then I realized, like, yeah, in certain situations, sure, I probably was, but I also I was toxic too. In relationships, maybe even in friendships, maybe I wasn't putting in enough, or I was just thinking about me, and because I was so stuck in being that victim of I didn't get love, I didn't get that, whatever else, and so we're trying to get things from everyone else, but that's not how life works. Like you need to get that love within yourself, and then you can. Because at that point you're just you're a void, and it's an endless void of sucking everything from everyone, and like you're literally sucking the life out of people. And some of us have that a lot worse, like, because you know what I'm talking about. There's people who who just drain you. You just feel like afterwards. And we know a lot of people like that, but I think we all can be that person to an extent, which is actually really scary to think about, because you're like, damn, can I be like that? But sometimes I think it's important to make that like inward look and be like, damn, maybe I could be like that sometimes, and I should change this behavior. That wasn't really, I don't know, but it takes a lot of work to figure that out, though. So that's what I will say. Good for
hopefully,
BoJack.
Hopefully BoJack, hopefully BoJack will do the work, you guys. I mean, that's really what it comes to.
He's a lot older.
Yeah,
and he's had so much like this extreme generational abuse, and like trauma, like from his family. So it's just,
and then on top of that, you've had a life of people enabling you too, it's really like the perfect storm of shit.
This is
BoJack.
This is my mom. And I realized I never wanted to be this way, but it's the mom that when you hear something like your kid did something, and then they blame
the kid,
the other.
Oh,
you learned that from so and so.
Yeah.
Oh, you learned that from. It's not like. So we're not getting to the
not my child.
Yeah.
I've worked in the school system.
That's why a lot of us can't take accountability, because it's like
because it's not me, Mom. It was Tommy down the road.
Didn't you tell me, Mommy, that it was my friend? It was Jessica's fault.
So everyone, let's all take a breath. Let's all go look in your mirror today when you're done watching this, and ask yourself, what can I do to better myself?
That's right.
How can I look inward? I know I'm being very silly about this, but it's also true. Like you really do have to like really talk to yourself and reflect and think about your own self. And if we can all do, which is kind of narcissistic about this, but it's not. It's like you need to look inward.
But you have to. Well, look at the look at the dirty, the ugly, the uncomfortable. That's the hard part to do.
Hard. Yeah.
Like, and not being like, oh, I'm an idiot, I'm stupid. Not that. That's actually easy to say about yourself, and it's harmful. So, because I remember that one episode where BoJack is like, just all in his head, and I've been there.
And he was insulting himself, wasn't he?
Yeah. It's hard.
It's hard.
But like that, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about behaviors, things we do that. Yeah, what you're saying is really looking into that, and all we can do is better ourselves,
just
and try to be the best person you can be, and then hopefully your love and touch can touch others for just whatever, a long span or a short span. Just I don't know. I'm sad. This makes me really sad.
It is. It's
because this is just it's gonna continue and continue. And
it's very interesting to see like those reels where he was like with the girl giving him the vodka and the orange juice, him being at the party when he was younger, even with his dad, because it's just like each time it's just like this was the excuse. This woman gave me orange juice with vodka. I was all goody two shoes until she came along and gave me this, or even the party and they gave me the beer. It's just like, there you're allowing, like, okay, other people are making me no, you're fine. Other people are influencing me to do this. And then finally when we got to his dad, which obviously is that's his dad's fault. And even when they passed out,
that was both of their fault.
That was both of their fault.
Yeah, I mean...
So it's just like, that's where the root is, where I hope he can talk to a therapist about. Because before, him just saying, well, this lady gave me vodka, on set one time. No, no, you're blaming someone else.
Well, also, it seemed like, and maybe I just heard this wrong, maybe, because I thought he was blaming himself, really. Or he was like, or not that he was blaming himself, but he was just like, angry at this thing, but it's like anger towards him
when he got the alcohol,
like when he was talking to the horse therapist.
Oh, okay.
Because he wanted to, the therapist wanted to know where was the start of your pain, and but BoJack was like, no, it's just me. I'm just horrible. I'm bad.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of but at the same time, he did have those moments of this person gave me this too. Yeah. So there's both going on. But he does need to get to the root. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see what we're going to watch the next one.
The next episode.
Hopefully it's
I don't know how this discussion. I feel like it was very
all guys?
Over the place.
It was. But like it's with BoJack, it's kind of hard to just like talk about one thing because it's so layered. So layered.
That's why we did want to do the podcast where maybe it was where we would come in prepared. So it's like we've watched the episode, we were able to talk about it at least once, but it's like we just come off of it, so it's like we'll get these like we've been talking for 50 minutes, so like another thought comes out, and it's like. Because I even had another thought, which was like the curse continues, like this generational trauma of that baby. So that poor baby.
Hopefully not. Here we go talking more.
I know, but I'm just like I know. So it's just one of those things where it's that when we talked about it, like anyone being able to have babies and it's.
I mean, honestly, I want to talk about Jameson more.
Me
like
too.
But anyway.
But anyways, we're going to go to the next episode. We hope that...
Stay tuned for our podcast at some point.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. Guys.